Hello, it's Linda from Linda Z's in Arlington Heights, Illinois. We are so thrilled to have you here every week. And today I have put together bags, 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 and more bags. And I think it's really a fun thing for people that are quilters that might like to see how to take some of their quilted fabric and turn it into a wonderful little sewing bag, or how to take those of you that are just regular sewers, have never done any quilting. If you do some of this, you will find that you might branch out into some other avenues or arenas. So this today is just giving you a little smattering of what we're going to do. We have a club. It's a virtual class, and we feel it is so worth it. We have many subscribers, and what we want to do is give you a free class so that you can see, and it'll be on one of these bags or one of the ones that we have. We have many bags that we have for it's called ByAnnie, and maybe you don't do ByAnnie, you might do some of the other designers that are out there, but the techniques are really the same. So I hope you'll appreciate having this free class. And what we're going to do, I want to go through the different bags today to show you the different technique. And then next week on my video, I actually won't even, I don't know, maybe I'll introduce it or whatever. Probably don't even need to do that. Next Thursday, we will actually give you a free class. So the whole video for next week will actually be on how to make one of these bags. So let me start by my favorite. And it isn't just the color that why I'm saying this. This was the very first bag. It isn't this one because mine is at home being well used. But this was the pattern, and it's called the Catch-all Caddy. And this was the very first one that I used. I met ByAnnie, years ago. Annie is Unrin is a wonderful designer, and she's actually been to our store a couple different times. She probably will be back once we get through all of these requirements, but I'm sure we will have her back at some point. And what is great about this bag is it teaches you a lot of techniques. Look at the pockets. They're kind of a little folded pocket, and so you've got two on one side, and then you have three on the other side. You have the binding that goes all around the top, and it actually is part of, this goes all the way around, and I love this because you can just pull it. You see, you can put all your sewing notions in here. Mine is packed full. And then on one side there's a little pocket, and on the other side there's a little zipper. So if you want to take it with you to class, you can go ahead and put your wallet or, a couple of things you don't want anybody to get a hold of. Mine, because I'm keeping it at home, I did the little pocket like this. You can kind of see it here. I did that pocket on both sides. I didn't need to have a secure zipper, so I just wanted where I could pop my threads and my threaders and all kinds of things, my pin cushion, my clips, my scissors, all of my sewing notions. And I have this bag for me personally for my binding, because many of you know from hearing me talk about when I do quilting that I love to do hand binding. I sew it on one side. This is actually sewn by machine on both sides. But when I am doing a quilt, I will sew it on the right side, and then I'll flip it over to the wrong side, and that's where I'll do my hand binding. And I keep everything for that in my little Catch-all Caddy. So they came out with another one that I think is just fabulous. It's little, and I think it's really great because this one you really could take to class with you. It's not heavy at all. And then it's got the little zipper on the one side and the pocket. And it has the pockets on the outside, which I think are really great. And you can see on this particular one, we did the same fabric on the inside as we did the outside. And we put a bright blue around it because it just kind of pops the color a little bit. And there's little birds on here. They're just really fun, and a little touch of metallic gold in the fabric. So it gives it a really pretty little flat. And the other thing that I should point out here is that these bags, I see a loose thread here, these little bags are actually quilted. We take the fabric and we quilt it first, and you can do that on your machine. You could do it, this is called computerized quilting, where you take a USB stick maybe that has quilting, or if you are lucky enough to have one of those great machines that has the built-in quilt stitches, then you take a good size amount of fabric. You have to measure your pattern to see what the piece is going to be, and then we quilt it first. So instead of putting batting in these bags, there's something called soft and stable. And that's why you get that puffiness, and it's really, it holds it so nice. It keeps it in such great shape. And look at these handles. The handles are just, they're really sturdy. They really give you, you know, an easy grip. So now I'm going to show you a couple of my other ones. These are bright and cheerful colors, and this one is out to lunch. I love that one. So if you're, you know, going to work and you want to zip it up, you can. I love the little ties on this. You could do that. This is both ties on either side. And look at the bright colors inside. This is the netting that ByAnnie has, and we of course carry all of her product, everything that she has. And this is a little pocket in there to carry some of your other little things that you might want to put in there. So look at these bright colors. Aren't they fun? And the yellow netting is just great. And again, there's some pockets on the outside, and you want to zip it together and you've got it. You could carry all kinds of little fun things in here. This is a smaller one. It does kind of look like a banana, doesn't it? You could put all kinds of supplies in here because it's got a little netting for sewing. Look at, you got a pocket here, here, and here. So this is really a cute one. They call it the flipping out. And look at it, there's all kinds of ideas for scissors and pens and pencils. So that's another class that we do quite often. I'm going to save my favorite here to last, but I want to show you, it's hard to know which is the favorite because they're all really wonderful. These straps are just so nice and sturdy. And look at the wonderful polka dot. Of course, this is Tula Pink's fabric. And you can see there is a plastic on the back that you can put your all kinds of little goodies in there. And this plastic we sell too because it's a special kind that doesn't get brittle or cracked. Then this is the Hold It, it's called the Hold It Everything bag. And again, we try to put two zippers where you can, and then you can take them in the middle and undo them. And look at how fun this is with the fish. This one Sue Ellen did, I can tell right away because she's a diver. And these are just wonderful little pockets that you can keep all kinds of things that you don't want to carry too much. You know, not a great big bag, then this is a perfect one for that. Backpacks, how fun are they with the little, all of this is fabric that we have made. Every single strap and every handle is all fabric. It's all been made from our fabrics. Let me put the little packing in here. Look at the cute little butterflies on the inside. Again, pockets, same way, zippers. So just a wonderful little bag that'll make somebody's delightful day. Okay. Now, these are smaller bags. Well, this isn't real small, but it doesn't have the holder on the top, but yet you still can carry it. And look what's inside, another one. And you can unzip it. And then you've got all of these wonderful little pockets in there. So some really wonderful things with different sizes. This is another lunch bag that I think is wonderful. I had about 50 bags, and this is what we've narrowed them down to that I was going to show you because we'd be here longer than the classes if I showed you every one. I love these little, I call these my brush holder cases, but I have one for brushes, I have one for lipstick, I have one for, I have 3 or 4 of these that I just use for sewing utensils, and then I'll plop them into one of the other bags. This Tula Pink, the toucans are just wonderful. And look at the little frogs inside. I don't know if you can get that up close. Let's see, am I tipping it the right way? Isn't that great? Little toucan, the cockatiel. And then you've got the zipper on the side with your netting. This would be wonderful to go to the beach. It's really a dot kit, but it's a dot kit that carries a lot. And you just hold it and zip it and you're done. Now, my last 2 favorites that I think you'll absolutely love. Have you heard of the wonderful designer Tim Holtz? I'm sure you have. This is a traveler's bag. It's called Switchback. And this is his fabric. He used to design for the paper for a lot of the cards and primarily paper where people were cutting up, making cards and everything. And they loved his work so much that he designed fabric, and now he has his own lines. And this was, I think this is our 4th bolt of fabric. We just got it in again. Most of you know it's almost impossible to get fabric again, but Debbie, our fabric buyer, fortunately she ordered enough that we would get them, and they would only do it for certain amounts of, they wouldn't give it all to us at one time because they know how popular it is. And again, you can throw this over your shoulder. I mean, it's just a wonderful, wonderful bag, and you can make it longer or shorter. This is one of my favorite fabrics that I think I've ever seen. He's just got his way with color. Popping it is just absolutely stunning. Then this is another one that's a little more subtle, and this is another, it's called the Road Trip. It's very similar to the sewing bag that I showed you, or the Catch-all, but it's the very same techniques. It's got a real big strap on the top, and it's got the, you know, you can pull and push, but it has a lot more pockets on it, and it's just got this wonderful look. I don't know, Nick, if we can get that inside. I'll try and turn it out. It's just stunning, the colors that he's got. And the great part about this bag, it kind of goes at an angle for all the different pockets. See the netting here? When you go to the other side, you get 2 different levels here, and then the netting down here. And then, of course, inside you've got 3 and 2 pockets, and 2 mesh pockets at the ends. So you're in great shape if you want to take this and take it with you for all kinds of wonderful things. Hope this has given you some inspiration today. Remember, next week you're going to get, don't forget it, because it's a much longer class than this. This is just to give you an idea of what we're doing, and it will actually whet your appetite for a bag, and try it. Try and make one and see what you think about it. And hopefully you will join our, what do they call the club to join it, Nick? Is it, pardon? Just ByAnnie bags. Yeah, so it's on our website. You can join it at any time. We have 2 teachers that switch around, Jane and Sue Ellen. I'm sure you've seen them. Those of you that are local know them. Occasionally Debbie, yeah, and they've made all these. Occasionally Debbie will pop in, and I'll make one occasionally, but they are wonderful educators, and you'll just really have fun. So enjoy the free class next week. It'll be available to you at 8:30 on our YouTube channel. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.